In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP, and we are going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis because I really believe there's amazing trading setups that you guys can really take advantage of and make a little bit of side money. You obviously heard that Ripple is actually going to be listed, I don't know, like in the next few days or in the next few hours on Coinbase Pro. So a lot of you were wondering what the difference is between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. Well, the major difference is Coinbase Pro is catered for a little bit of experienced users. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of drama, there's going to be a little bit of price surge, and I'm obviously going to be giving you my short to mid-term perspective. The most important thing that you have to understand is that when you are trading alternative cryptocurrencies, right, you always have to keep an eye on what's happening to Bitcoin, because wherever Bitcoin goes, this is pretty much where a lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies go. So without us just simply looking at Ripple, right, we always have to like cross check and see exactly what Bitcoin is doing. So right now, I think we are in a very safe environment, like in the next coming few days, in the next coming 48 hours. And I really think that we can really, go back and forth trading a little bit of alternative cryptocurrencies. So obviously yesterday we did talk about this bearish flag which has started forming when it comes to Bitcoin. So what's really happening right now, Bitcoin is actually going to be trading back and forth in this channel. So as you can see, we are obviously going back and forth, and we'll be doing something like that for the next coming 48, I don't know, to 72 hours. So during this time, a lot of alternative cryptocurrencies are obviously going to either grow in value or they are also going to be declining in value, because Bitcoin is just going to be going back and forth as well. If we open the 4 EMAs, right, you guys can clearly see that we are going to form somewhat of a golden cross, because the red line is the 50 moving average and the white line is the 200 moving average. So in the next coming few hours, right, we are obviously going to have a situation where the red line is obviously going to go on top of the white line, and that is called a golden cross. Now this move is not very valid because we are dealing with a very short time interval. We are looking at the 1 hour chart. The best way to verify the golden cross is obviously using a higher time frame, like for example 4 hours or a 1 day or a 1 week time interval. That's like really the best. At the moment, it really seems like we are facing a little bit of support when it comes to short time frames. Like for example, the green line is the 8th EMA, and it really seems like we are finding support right around this area. And these other lines, like for example the 50 EMA, these are obviously giving us more support. If we look at the daily chart, right, the daily time interval, it seems we are finding major support on the 200 EMA, which is very bullish as well. So the other thing that I really wanted to point out to you guys is obviously like from a broader time perspective, we are having a situation where the EMA, especially the 50 and the 200 EMA, is sort of going to intersect. So when this happens, right, this is what we refer to as a death cross. This is a very bearish scenario where, for example, the 200 EMA gets to intersect and the 50 EMA goes below the 200. So if we have something like that, right, that is really going to indicate a very bearish move. But you guys have to remember that we are using the daily time interval, so this is not really going to happen anytime soon. It can happen like 1 month from now. I'm sure you guys are dying to find out when is the right time to buy, and obviously at what prices. It seems we are bouncing off of the 23.6% level, right, and the most ideal scenario is obviously going to the 38.2% fib level or even the 61.8% fib level. So right now I'm obviously looking at potential profits which are going to be as high as about 20%, 22%, or if everything goes well, right, like for example if BTC keeps on going up high, right, we are obviously going to eventually go to as high as 61.8% fib level, which is going to be a growth of about 60% potential profits. But we shouldn't get way ahead of ourselves because we just have to take it one step at a time, right? So obviously our target is obviously going to be 38.2% fib level, which is going to be around 10,011 satoshi. So this right over here is going to be my take profit target. The most ideal entry is obviously going to be as close to 7,830 satoshi, right? But of course this usually depends on your risk to reward sort of analysis, because obviously you guys have got different portfolios, so I can't really give you like a very precise sort of entry, because a lot of you have got like different trading setups and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, the most ideal entry is going to be close to 7,830 Satoshi or below. Looking at the daily chart, yesterday we ended up dropping all the way down to about 7,887. So if you guys were actually observing this yesterday, there was a very good opportunity to actually buy it. It actually ended up coming as low as this price for the past 2 days, the other day and yesterday as well. So are we going to have a similar scenario? I don't really think so, because right now the momentum is actually accumulating and a lot of people are beginning to talk about Ripple once more. So obviously there's way more buying power when it comes to Ripple, so it might not really drop as low as 7,893. So let's look at other buying alternative entries as well, because I want to give you like different perspectives as well, because it's very important. So obviously we are going to be using the 1 hourly chart as well, so you guys have to be extremely careful depending on when you're going to be watching this video. All this information might be very invalid and you guys have to adjust your buying entries as well, but you guys overall get the idea of how you guys are supposed to be doing it. So when you talk about the short-term sort of entry, right, for quick trades, you can obviously get in as close to 61.8% fib level. So anything which is going to be closer to about 8,224, like this area right around this region, is going to be a very good entry. So we are obviously having a little bit more hours during this day, so we might have a situation where the price of Ripple gets to drop and quickly bounce off of the 61.8% fib level. We might end up just going all the way down to this particular level where we actually ended up finding support a few hours ago. Like anything which is going to be close to about 8,000 Satoshi is also going to be a very good entry as well. So in case we end up smashing and rather going down below this price point, obviously you guys understand the 7,800 is also going to be a very good scenario as well. But it really seems we are finding a little bit of support off of the 50% fib retracement level right around this area. So this is where we are having some sort of I go by the name of Mona. Hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video if you found this information very useful, and
yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does them gun barking you. Yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does them gun barking you. Yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does